Hello. We will be looking at SAP reporting actually. Reporting does form a big chunk of work for a functional consultant. SAP does normally whenever we go to a new project, clients come up with their own set of requirements saying that they have sales order reporting, month-end reporting. These are the terms they normally use to say whatever the reports they have in their existing legacy system. So we need to provide those reporting requirements as well. So we can use standard SAP reports like back order processing, sales order reports, billing reports, sales organization reports. So those are all found under sales and distribution, sales information system, for say sales org reports, customer analysis reports. So these are the standard SAP reports provided. Customer analysis reports, say sales org reports. But these are not sufficient for say customized requirements of these do provide some analysis. These do help in any reporting structure, but what you call clients have their own set of requirements, so we need to create reports for them. So those reports are created what you call custom built reports. Those are created by ABAPers. We have to create functional specs for them and give it to ABAPer. For example, let me show you one report. So this is a report for a given country and for a given document type. What are the rejection codes used for that order? So this is one of the reports we have. Let me give you for document creation date as so this is what a report will be shown as. This is what you call standard ALV format, wherein you have an option for downloading into Excel or what you call downloading the file as a local file in whatever format you want. You can view that in bars and everything. You can change the layout of this report, like removing certain columns or so this functionality is called as an ALV report. Now what I'm trying to show you is a query creation. Query creation is a simple report to be used by a functional consultant or by users. You can create a report for a functional consultant in the sense when you want to create some data in the system and you do not know what sort of say order, what is the customer data or material data you want to find, you want to replicate that. So it is better to use or combine two tables and use that table's information for generating some reports. This is normally useful in support activities. So you can create reports by using a query. That is in summary I would say. You can create these query reports for users or from functional point of view. For functional point of view, it is very easy by going into what you call creating direct SQ01. Go to SQ01 and go to Quick Viewer and create a report for yourself, a query for yourself. But first I would like to show you how to create for users, and then I will look at how to create for a functional consultant. So let's look at how to create query for a user. The first thing what you need to do is create a user group. This user group will help you to assign n number of users. Suppose within sales department there are 10 users and who wants to use, say, a report for sales orders or invoices. They want to use this report. So you have to create a user group for this sales department. So that is the first step. So let's create a user group for sales department. Z sales department. Let's create a user group. So we have created a test sales department. You have to save it as a local file. So we have created a. Now assign users to this sales department. Let me assign my sales self to this one. So you can assign n number of users to this user group. Now here in the step comes is assign info set. Info sets are nothing but each info set can have query. So now we have created a user group. We have assigned users. You can assign users to that. But the first step to do that is create an info set. So info set is holder for query. So let's create an info set /n sq02. So herein you will create a report or query. So we are creating an info set called Z test invoice report. Create test invoice report, and it is table joining. So we will be joining two tables. This is an invoice header table. Herein you can see billing document header table. Now add one more table to it. You can add multiple tables also, like more than 2 tables, but the results are not good if you are using more than 2 tables. So basically I am combining only 2 tables. So now info set. Do you want to include all fields? Include all table fields for this info set. So this is we have joined 2 tables. That is fine, and let's save it. Generated also. So we have generated this. No field selected at this moment. That is fine. But at this moment of time, what I'm trying to do is, so what we have done is we have created an info set, and we have now we have to assign this info set to our user group. These are all field details and field values. I'm not interested at this moment, so ignore that one. So just we have created a new info set. Copy this info set, and let's go back to SQ03, that is our query group. Assign this info set to this query. This is the user group. Now I'm assigning info set to this. This is the info set I have assigned. User group sales department, I would have assigned this. You can assign multiple, as you can see, multiple info sets. Now I have to create a query. Query is SQ01. Here you can see Now we have created user group, assigned users to user group, info set to user group. Now we have to create a query. So we are creating ZAG invoice report. You can see because my user ID has already been assigned to this user group. So I'm creating a new. So it asks me whether you want to create this in query under which info set. So one info set can have multiple queries also. Let me go back. Click on info set query. Select this user group. So we have come here in. Now we have to select the fields which we want in selection screen and an output. So we want to sell in selection screen as well as in output. So as you can see herein, you'll get how the screen will work. So I've given all these parameters and save. So we have to create user group and info sets when we are trying to create for users, because there will be multiplicity involved. But if you are creating for your own, you do not have to do all this stuff. You can directly create a query. So now I will just execute this one. It has not been created. Sorry, I will cancel this. Herein it says it has created. Let me execute it. It's a standard variant. Yes, it has created. Herein you can see this query, and it has same what you call ALB parameters given. The reason it's giving this one is because I'm not given proper name to that. Here you can see the title is blank, that's why it's giving. Herein there is no title for this. I can change title. Yes. Test invoice report. Test 1. So this is what you can use for an user perspective. From the perspective of say functional consultant, you do not have to do all these steps like creating user group, info set, query. You can directly create a query without going into these steps. Just go to /n sq01. Go to, let's create a new, say, Z invoice report to, you have to go to invoice query viewer rather than, because from here you have to create a query for info set. So it's better always go to this place, query viewer, create, whether it's a table join, okay, test2, it's a table join, insert table, VBRK, and add insert table. Click back. Now do the same stuff. Here at this point of time I will use less. You can use this also. Let's say selection fields, billing document, sales organization, billing date. I will use only these three, and these are selection fields and few other fields in list. I want material as well. Best ways, okay, billing item here in I have, and execute. So here in execute, just give any dates you want. 2010. You can save this selection criteria as a variant, standard variant, so that you don't have to enter. Variant is nothing but selection of variant. Selection screen is called as variant. So you can, we have saved variant standard. You can get that variant. So whenever you're next time doing this query, you can just select that same variant if you want and change whatever parameters you want to change and execute. So this is what your report would look like. You can download this into spreadsheet or in file. It's a table or a pivot table. So this is how you will be creating a report. Now let me go back and show you again how this. So now I've created, and suppose now I want to use this, say after 10 days I want to use this report. So I will go to SQ01 as a functional. I'm going as a functional consultant. Go to query viewer, and I have my report, and just execute. Or you can straight away say that I want to use a variant. You have variant here. You can see the variants. And execute. Then you can easily execute. Thank you.